there was no post office in Kenya. We are one people. And so, to me, what I see is that we people of Africa, whether you are yellow, you are green, you are blue, you are black, for as long as Africa is your home, let us determine our destiny. Let us determine our destiny. And I'm slightly older than my brother Bobi. When I was growing up, the Idi Amin phenomenon was happening in Uganda. And I saw how people used to come from Uganda, crossing over with nothing. People had a lot of education, but the country had been messed up by the Idi Amin phenomenon. And that thing has stayed with me. And by the way, I'm not an artist. I'm a playwright. And I think, and without boasting, one of the top 5 in the continent. Seriously. And right now, my latest work that I've been working on, which I've just finished, is titled Producing General Idi Amin Dada. Because people have made a mistake with Idi Amin and looked at Idi Amin as a phenomenon that happened to power. Idi Amin happened to the common man. And the story of the common man under Idi Amin has not been told. And we are going to tell it. And I've done it. And I'm setting it against Acholi music. Because I have never known any powerful dad than an Acholi man. So I'll be doing that. And I'm just here to say that we are one people. And let us continue this struggle. I'm happy you are lighting the candle in Uganda. There are so many people here lighting the candles. There are so many people fighting for this struggle. But what I want to tell you from my own experience, you know, these teeth you see me wearing are fake teeth. I don't know if you know that. They knocked out my teeth because I refused a bribe of 9 million shillings.
Hey!
And they knocked out 10 of my teeth. I think of a million per tooth. But what I want to tell you is that from my own personal experience, impunity can be stopped.
Of course.
That's what I've achieved. I've demonstrated to myself that impunity can be stopped, and let us get out there and stop impunity and get our country back and give ourselves the destiny that God gave us. We are not children of another God. And Africa is the richest part of the world. Let us refuse to fall down to these trinkets. And even the question of China, we want to get that level whereby we're going to tell Jubilee and the Chinese to go and pay each other in Beijing. And we have to do that. We have to do that because they are using this debt again. They are doing all these things outside the law. And we are not going to pay Chinese debts. And we must take over power and tell the Chinese we must pay our debts.
Bobi, I need to tell you something about Omtata. Omtata has been Kenya's, like the public defender #1. Omtata is not a lawyer. Omtata is LSK. So Omtata is a one-man army. Anytime, Bobi, this is for you, anytime like very weird legislations are set up or weird practices come up from the authorities, Omtata always goes to challenge them in court. Like as a one-man army. So something very fascinating happened for the first time in Kenyan history. That Kenyans from all over the world, in Kenya, in Uganda, Tanzania, all diaspora, they said, guys, how much longer can we keep taking this guy for granted? Like what's wrong with us? he always does this year in, year out. He doesn't ask us for anything. He gets beaten up on behalf of us, and we are just there whining on our Twitter and Facebook. So Kenyans came together and just gifted him with money. They said we are sending money to say thank you, Omtata. Thank you, Omtata, for all that you've been doing. And some of the organizers have been even here. I think it's Terry among others. Yeah, so he's a really great national resource for us. We do love him. And we need to start asking ourselves, guys, why aren't there roads named after this guy? Why aren't there hospitals, airports named after people like this? Who are our heroes? What are we doing to our heroes? Why do we let them just fade into obscurity? But that's a very huge accusation against us, eh? And I think we need to start thinking about it. We need to occupy spaces symbolically, because that is when the value system will change. People are suggesting we remove the statue of Kenyatta. Yes. So we get a sculptor, but we need to have someone in charge of that project. Just a hand up to begin with. Jordan, Kanyua. Yes, so you guys, you look for each other and we start talking about how we can reclaim, because this is what reclaiming the country is. Yeah. Alright, so there's a car, KBT02H, it's blue. Kindly go to move it, someone needs to leave. That's KBT020H, a blue car, KBT020H. I don't know what the name is. Our next speaker is, he hasn't been around these worlds of ours for a long time. Not even for a long time, really hasn't been yet. I know some people here have beef with him. I'm just gonna say, just chill for now, I know him from campus. I think he was maybe about campus at the same time. And he has been very, very vocal on the public stage on a variety of issues. He's the kind of person that people either love extremely or hate extremely. But I think today we are very happy that he is the what you've done is trying to reach out to just really the solidarity that you showed in reaching out to Bobi and bringing him here. So I'm going to invite Mr. Honorable Babu Owino. He's my longest MP, so he's a man with a lot of fire, a lot of courage, and a fighter, senor. So we are very happy to have you here with us, and yes.
Thank you, comrade. Amechi was my comrade and was the sole chairman then. Viva professionals, viva! Viva! Viva civil society activists, viva! Viva! Viva Ria, viva! Viva! Viva Tibim, viva! Viva! Viva Bobi Wine, viva! Viva! Viva Tiala, viva! Thank you very much. I'm Babu Owino, comrade Babu Owino, human rights defender number 1. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so happy to be part of you. And I know in my own ways, the activities that I normally do are always in tandem, are always contemporaneous with the ideology. Viva civil society, viva! Viva Bobi Wine, viva! My ideology is in tandem and is congruent and is contemporaneous with the ideologies of the civil society. Comrades, power!
That's one right now speaking is Honorable Babu Owino, and that's the guy who invites here officially. is the MP for Embakasi East. Just like Robert Chagulanyi, the member of parliament for Children East.
The price of freedom
that member of parliament
is
he
eternal.
Is young, and he is the chairman for the young
The price of freedom is eternal
parliamentarians.
vigilance. Therefore, as
So
Babo
you see
Wino,
how young
as
people
Comrade
take
Babo
over
Wino,
power
I offer
across
myself
Africa.
as a vessel for the civil
Julius
society.
Malema from
I
South
want us to
Africa
work
was also
together
invited,
to
but
fight
he
for the
couldn't be here
inherent
at that
and
time.
inalienable human rights as enshrined in the Kenyan Constitution. Comrades, as Babo Wino, have been in this field
Earlier
for
on today,
not so long enough as majority of us have been here.
got a
But our
chance
goal
to
is always one,
to
to
the
fight
honorable
for the
members.
oppressed. And we
They
always
love
say
him, they like
that in
what
the
he's doing,
end,
and
God will
inspires
punish the
them.
oppressed, and God will also punish the oppressors equally. The oppressors shall be punished for oppression. Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Viva Bobi Wine, viva! Viva! While the oppressed shall be punished harder for accepting oppression. Therefore, do not be an oppressor and do not accept oppression. Comrades, give him! Comrades, ria! Warembo ha! Warembo mna! Civil society, killer! Comrades, the tree of liberty is watered by the blood of her patriots. We must stand up. We must be courageous. We must fight for our society. We must fight for our future. Because I know that the future is luminous. I know that there's a plan for us. And that plan, we must fight for it. We will not agree that the oppressors take the center stage to oppress the young in this nation and the young in Uganda, the young in Africa and other nations out of Africa. We want to unite Africa. We want to come together as young leaders of Africa. And we'll be doing rallies across countries in Africa. And any president who will be behaving otherwise, for lack of being wise, shall be dealt with circumponiously. Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Viva comrades, viva! Viva! Comrades, I believe, and I know that as Babo Wino, I will always stand with you. Do not hesitate to correct me whenever I'm wrong as a member of parliament, because power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolute. Therefore, as is TVMness, I will accept any correction from you. Treat me as part of you, because we know that we have the same ideology. And I believe that as Babo Wino, I would rather live on my feet standing than on my knees. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Viva Babo Wino, viva! Viva! Viva Babo Wino, viva! Viva! Thank you, Babu. Amba. Thank you very much, Kidogo and team. So we have, Bobi was accompanied by a team from Uganda, but they have said that I thought it was really modest of them. They said that they will not speak, but we can just acknowledge the members who are here. So we have Ashbag Kato, who's a blogger. So you mean Ukweli party has gone global? We have Dr. Roy Semboga. We have Hilary Musimenta, who's a a lawyer. We have Andrew Karamagi, who's also a lawyer. We have Nubian Lee, who's an artist and a producer. Nubian Lee. Where is Nubian Lee? You want him to wave as Nubian Lee? Where are you? Just stand up and wave. Nubian Lee from Uganda. Okay, that's fine. We have Dan Magic. Okay, guys. We have Selector David. Wait, Selector. Thank you very much. So that's the team that accompanied Bobi from Uganda. So we are actually we're actually almost at the end of this. And so in terms of, so the last person that will be speaking, before we open the floor for invite Bobi on, although we actually have a point two before that, is Davis Malombe. Davis Malombe is the, yes please. He's the Deputy Director of Human Rights and has been in this work for a very long time. I know a lot of us, you probably all know him. He's always helpful and happy to help whenever there's something that needs to be done, and it's a joy to work with him. I can say that person having worked with him before.
Thank you. Comrade power! Comrade power! Nataka moyo wangu uende kulinda nchi yetu, uangaze Afrika, tulenge lengo la ukombozi, tulenge lengo la ukombozi, tutaupata pekee, haki za binadamu, utetevu na fungo lililondoa, ewe Baba, hata na wewe ndugu, hata na wewe ndugu. Comrade Bobi and all other colleagues who are around, it's our pleasure to host you tonight. Today we started with the main activity at Sugamano House, because today is a very good day for the climax that we will be building around the problems we have been involved in. KTRC will stand between the powerful and the powerless, and so we are always very happy to expose, combat and confront impunity, and we have no apologies. And I wish to thank George, our director, for the courage to lead us, because sometimes making certain decisions around impunity is not easy. So you know that. And I recall there was that weekend I was in Kitui. Then in the morning before I came back, I just went to my WhatsApp. Then I saw the conversations which were happening, and we had already established our WhatsApp group. And then Ari Chekai was asking for an institution to convene so that we can have proper strategies and planning around what to do, because guys were just conversing through the social media. And you know, there are certain actions which cannot be logically organized through the social media. You know that, eh? So I called her immediately, and we agreed to convene, and then we met here on Monday, LSK, Team Current and others, and we agreed to run the campaign, which we went to LSK for a press conference, and then we had a very powerful street action, which brought on board actually many actors who had interest in the campaign against, in support of a comrade
the studio. And you saw after he was arrested again. So that's why we wanted him out. So I think together we need to be organized and more committed in dealing with political injustice in Africa. Today at Ufgamano, we say we have to be committed in first freeing our minds and also being committed to also fight for others. Because Jessica Mbeki was telling us, if you are not able to fight for others, then there's not going to be even freedom for yourself. Because ability is going to be so much entrenched. Comrade, your struggle also in Uganda to what God said, is also a reminder on how we need to remain resistant and resilient against impunity. Sometimes we work with so many NGOs in Uganda, but we don't see more action the way Kenyans do. So what you initiated really inspired us, and we will continue to remain connecting with other struggles in Africa. So George, I think we need to keep on convening these leading lights in Africa, Kinamarema, and others, so that now we have a combination of struggles between the civil and political society, because as Baba said, we have a common agenda, to set our countries and also our region free. Because this region, as we said in Ufgamano, is also facing a lot of colonial and imperial oppression, which then we have to be very organized and committed. So for those few remarks, we remain committed and we are going to keep on organizing ourselves to fight all those forces of impunity. Comrade power! Power! Comrade Timmy! Timmy! Comrade Chara!
Thank you so much, Malombe. So, in terms of speeches and words of solidarity and really just giving you a background of really what has been happening when in August when we were going through all that, I think we really wrapped up. So, I'm a writer, and for us, nothing can happen without a poem, without poetry. Oh yeah. And we have one of Kenya's finest poets here with us today. He's been writing poetry for a long time. We all know him from his work in the Standard, but his first poetry book was something that really, I think it's still my favorite because of the title that really captured my imagination. It was titled, "So What If I Am a Literary Gangster?" And he's published quite a bit since then. His name is Tony Mochama. Let's give him a hand as he comes forward. Tony has this very genius thing that he does, and he just comes up at a place and he gets inspiration from the news and he just comes up with a poem. And so he has a poem which he will tell us, which he will, present to us. And Tony is also the Secretary General of Poets, Essayists, Novelists, PEN Kenya. A lot of us who know Philo Ikonya know that she was the first president. She tried to revive it. In fact, PEN Kenya was the one that was, when people like Koigi Wamwere and others and Ngugi wa Thiong'o had been detained and had been in exile, PEN International had been fighting for it. So, karibu sana, Tony.
Thank you for the invite, Kingwe. And I'm a lawyer who has never practiced and a poet who's always preaching. That cannot possibly be mine. Where's Bobi Wine even? Oh, there you are, right behind my back. You have my back and I have your back. Wine-soaked sombreros. We want new wine poured into the old sheepskin so that it soaks right through that sheepskin hat, or Kamwaro Godfather hat, or fedora, or sombrero, or whatever the hell it is Museveni wears on his head. We like kegs. The queen called Kingwa, the keg called Keguro. We want new wine to permeate the porous spaces of that sheepskin or godfather or fedora or sombrero, so that your worry begins to reimagine Uganda as a country that is no place for old men. We want new wine to filter through that sheepskin head or mafia godfather head or fedora or sombrero on M7's head and transform it into the thing that Prince sang about, a raspberry berry. A raspberry berry, you made it, Bobi wine, fashionable again. But let's face it, M7 is already a raspberry regime, the kind you give to low-budget bad movies and bad songs, raspberry. We need new wine to drench through that head, that sheepskin, that godfather, that fedora or sombrero, that bushman's hat that makes him think it is still 1986. We need new wine to smother that smog that hangs over Uganda like a bad smell. We need a change of heart. We need a heart transplant. We need a change of head. We need new leaders away from the regime born of bush dreams and wearing bush hats that give them bad dreams that are a nightmare to everyone else. We need new wine.
True that.
And I want to, Bobi, as you can see, everyone was thinking of you. I kept thinking when you're in that jail with those soldiers, if you knew that everyone outside of that barracks was thinking of you, I was thinking of you too. And there's a very respectable paper called the Nairobian that I write for. I have no idea why they're laughing. But there's a column here which I hope you'll know that even this journalist here and poet was thinking of you when you're those ghouls of Gulu. Thank you. Yeah, they have told me to advertise the paper.
Thank you, Tony. That was really, really good. I like the new wine. Yeah, let's give him a hand, guys. I like the new wine, and hats, and fedoras, these berets, and sombreros there. Okay. So next I'm going to call someone who is very dear to all of us. He's like the Pied Piper. You know when you talk about struggle songs. You know when the Pied Piper is a very powerful imagery allegory. And when we talk about artists, that actually is what they are. They're like the Pied Piper. And so when we talk about revolution, it's the artists that are leading us, playing the flute, playing the harps, playing the whatever on the road to revolution. So I'm going to invite someone very key, Bobi Gibuku. Let's give him a hand.
I thought you were going on.
From where I stand, I can clearly see you already commented faces. me, I even wonder how many of you think of killing me, of assassinating me. But again, I look at you all and I see fear, passive fear, fear for death. No Matthias are amongst ourselves. So I am safe under the confines of the Lord, overwork you, overtax you, police force you, bury you, my people, Ugandan people, Tanzanian people, Burundian people, Kenyan people. No Matthias are amongst ourselves. Now listen, when I speak, do you feel it? When you hear my voice, do you feel caught in a web of hopelessness? Do you see what I mean? Would you love my point more if they spoke more about the poor in the ghetto and I spoke more about the women at home? Do you see what I mean? Or do you hate my points because sometimes they make you sad about the future of things to come? The solutions that we seek will never come in the street of our head or in 10 years of minds. The problems are still the same. So do not blame me if when I speak, you do feel weak. I did not create it. I came into this world with neither guns or knives. I make no laws with all its flows about the rich and the poor. I speak, I sing, I recite of what I see, of men old and women in slavery, of the rich, the poor, and the greedy. So do not let me when I speak, you do feel weak. I did not create it. Let us remember to remember. May we remember and dismember. Let us remember not to forget. May we remember to remember. May we remember Kimathi. May we remember Pinto. May we remember to remember Wangari Maathai. Let us remember not to forget. May we remember to remember. Let us remember to remember, not to forget. May we forget not to remember. If only I knew how to play the guitar, I would have sung a song from the Katinini Wamenza. Queen from Giriamaland. She who in 1914 was stolen and taken all the way from Giriamaland to Kusi land. You know what she did? She broke out of prison and walked back more than 1,000 kilometers to continue with the struggle of our people. If only I knew how to play the guitar. If only I could play, I would have done one for Bobi. 1922. She who went to protest against the jailing of our people. And when the settlers saw this shock in the heart, and her blood flowed down to the ground, mixing with the soil of our land, generating the seed of our national struggle, the Bao. If only I knew how to play the guitar. If only I could play the guitar. If only I knew how to play the guitar. I would have played one for you and you, and you and you, and especially you.
We're back in you,
Mateso, webaki nyuma, sitaenda na haki. Oh, mizwa kwenda, webaki nyuma, sitaenda na haki. Sote iyayawe, pamoja twashinda. Pamoja twashinda. Pamoja twashinda.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We artists sometimes don't know how to speak very well in public. Actually, Bobi Wine, you're an exception. He can do a speech for like 1 whole hour and everything he says is new. So instead of speaking and saying Mabitu Hapa, we have something that we have done in solidarity with the people of Uganda. It is a song, and the song is called Now Is the Time. Sorry. Calm down. Sorry, somebody, I mean, somebody is taking care. So the piece is called Now is the Time. And now is the time is not only a message for Uganda, but a message for Burundi, a message for South Sudan, a message for Sudan, a message for Benin, a message for Africa. Because I was trying to count how many dictators we have in Africa and I lost count. The only thing I can try to do is to count how many presidents or leaders are not dictators in Africa. And I think I ended up with only one. And it's only because he hasn't stayed in power for long. Abiy of Ethiopia. So this song is called Now is the Time. And we are just showing it because it's a work in progress. It's not complete, but since you are here, we would want you to have a taste of it so that when you go back, we will be able to send it to you or to your people and you tell them that it's our gift from the people of Kenya to the people of Uganda. Asante. Anasema kebo, anasema kebo. Anasema kebo. It's not a crisis, guys. We okay.
Democracy and human rights.
And you have no problem with popular manifestations.
Together let us be the voice of reason. Together let us be the voice of freedom. Together let us make new deliberations. Together let us march towards total liberation. Down with dictatorship. We want no more fascism. Down with torture. Let us defend our future. Long live the Ugandan nation. Long live the East African nation. Long live the African nation.
This contract is contract of young people. They will have residence at 19 years old. Starting new camps. That's where? To the grave? You guys are crazy or what?
Life today is more of oppression than yesterday. Life today is more of repression than yesterday. Life today is more of brutality than yesterday. Where is the tree of freedom so that we may eat fruits of love, peace, harmony, progress, unity? Let us make a salad of justice. Small in numbers, but the truth shall always set us free. We may be small in numbers, but the truth shall always stand for we. We may be small in numbers, but we will always win. We may be small in numbers, but with our unity of our ideas, we shall set our people free. Now is the time for us to move forward. Now is the time for Africa to move forward. Now is the time for us not to blame the ancestors. Now is the time for us to do away with laws. Now is the time for us to stop the blame game. Now is the time.
Decision making and straightforward to you, my fellow youth, and telling you let's take office right from L1 at the presidency. And the next right to the president and to our country. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wow.
And before he speaks, we have among us someone who wrote a book, so we want him to hand it to Bobi. He barely speak, and then we're inviting someone to come and introduce Bobi. We are on track, very on time. In terms of the time, we are completely on time. We are going to take less than we're going to do. So first, let's introduce journalist John Onyando, who I'm sure we all remember for the book that he launched I think it was a month ago, and when we had Bobi Wine's countryman Kizza Besigye here to launch it. So he's going to just officially give the book to Bobi. I'm afraid you will not speak, but let's give him a hand. And the book is titled Kenya, The Failed Quest for Electoral Justice by John Onyando. You can see him aside to find out how to get a copy of the book. He's a very brilliant guy, very thorough and not afraid to call truth to power. So those are two great African thinkers amongst us. So now I would like to call forward someone who's really been, when we say that in the trenches, when we say long ago, some of us think 1990, but this guy has been in this work from as far as 1960s. He, as a student leader, he was very active. He just really ensuring that the democratic space was open. In 1969, he organized a protest when the Kenya People's Union party leader was denied to give a public lecture. And so he rallied the students together to say that no, we want this speaker to come and talk to us, so let us have that happen. And along the way, he's done so much really for this country and this entire movement. His name is Davinda Lamba. Let's give him a hand. He's a head of Mazingira Institute. And the board chair. Board member of Kenya Human Commission. Of course, he moves like Jack.
Operation Firibi.
Basilendo, power! Power! Comrades, power! Power! Kina mama?
Power!
I'm here as the face of the Board of Directors of Kenya Human Rights Commission, which you know includes Professor Mokao Mutua, Chief Maina Kiai, Father Gabriel Dolan, Rama Mulan, who is in Mombasa, and Dr. Gordon Marunga, who is the Secretary General of Odessia, based in Senegal. So I'm here as the face of the board, and the board is extremely honored with the presence of all of you here, but more so of Bobi Wine. And it's my pleasure now to invite him to speak to you. Just before he does that, with my very limited creativity, I composed very tiny rhymes this morning. And it's on a sheet of paper. Apologies for the typo on Bobby's name with Y instead of I, but it's the same Bobi. So if you allow me to rhyme it, and it says, Bobi Wine, make Uganda fine, its bottom line. Well, you can all recite. Bobi Wine, make Uganda fine, its bottom line. One more time. Bobi Wine, make Uganda fine, its bottom line. And to my esteemed poets here, I apologize. The amount of creativity you have doesn't go beyond. Thank you very much. Bobi, kwamba tuungane mikono, tumuondoe adui yetu, tusimamie utajiri zetu, tufurahie matunda ya jasho letu. Tuko pamoja na wewe, tuko pamoja na wewe, tuko pamoja na wewe, tuko pamoja na wewe.
Thank you. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Wow. Wow. Mr. Kegoro and the entire team of Kenya Human Rights Commission, I am honored to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very honored. I give thanks to my brother, the Honorable Bobi, for inviting me. And I also give thanks to my team for coming to Kenya with me. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me once again introduce the team that I came with. I came with my singing partner called Nubian Lee. I think that's the guy is the most talented musician. I'm here with my friend Andrew Karamaji. He's a human rights lawyer back home. I'm also here with my brother Hilary Musimenta. He's a lawyer and very passionate about human rights. I'm also here with my brother Dr. Roy Semboga. He's actually attending to somebody, but he waved to you some time ago. I'm also here with our producer. He's the youngest music producer in Uganda, and
stand up.
He's responsible for all the hit songs we've done in the last 3 years. His name is Dan Magic. And also trained and activist and blogger Ashba Kato.
People power.
Guys, you'll pardon me when I speak to you informally. I am very, very honored to attend this dinner, especially organized by the Kenya Human Rights Commission. You guys, I must tell you that I'm a direct beneficiary of the efforts of the advocacy by you for human rights, good governance, and dignity for all of us. Honestly, when I was in military incarceration, I did not get the opportunity to appreciate what was going on outside the military cells, apart from occasional gunshots around the barracks and the smell of tear gas. It was until I left prison that I started going through what has been going on. You guys started a hashtag, Free Bobi Wine, which actually spread not only across East Africa, but across the world. You literally saved my life with the pressure you mounted. Yes, it is you guys that caused the regime to drop the embarrassing and shameful charges of gun possession that they had put on me. And it also taught me a big, big lesson. First of all, it opened my eyes to many things. It renewed my belief in humanity. And indeed showed me that there are people out there who don't only talk about human rights, but actually take the next step of coming out practically. So ladies and gentlemen, I bring greetings and thanks from your brothers and sisters in Uganda. And I also bring very special greetings from my wife, Bobi, and my children. I am very honored to talk to you tonight because what you are seeing on the screen is actually the reality which I and my fellow countrymen and countrywomen live through every day. And even like this is impossible in Uganda, it cannot happen. Yes, it cannot happen. That is where we live. But again, you remind me that when oppressed people come together, the oppressors shake and tremble. So when I thank you over and over again, please understand. I am humbled to be here with you. I am glad to be with you. And I'm glad to know that you did not leave us to cry in the dark. I know that you, our brothers in Kenya, also have your challenges here and there. But believe me, where you are is where we envy. So being here, talking to you, is special to me, and is special to the people of Uganda. You remind us that we are indeed brothers and sisters. You remind me of the practicability of what the great Dr. Martin Luther King said, that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So I must say that it's a lesson to us. We also know that whatever happens in Uganda has a bearing on what happens in Kenya, and vice versa. So, as we talk about the East African community, as we talk about the East African Federation, we must always remember that it is about we the people, not just the leaders. It is not supposed to be some president's club somewhere. No, it's supposed to be the mutual love and mutual humanity and the common values that we share as the people, not only of East Africa, but the people of Africa. And you also remind us that we are together in this. You remind us that, you know, Africa can't be free if any part of Africa is not free. And also remind us that it's a collective responsibility, ladies and gentlemen. So we owe a lot to you, brothers and sisters. I'm glad to be here. I know Uganda is my home and I'm proud of it. But Kenya is my home too. The only difference is that this part of home is a little freer than the other part of home. I learned so much from you guys. Particularly tonight, I'm so... I'm inspired by the sisters in Kenya. You ladies are the thing. Maybe because today is the International Day of the Girl Child. Or you guys are always lit. There's an announcement before.
Sorry to interrupt, but we urgently need to take someone to hospital. So there are 2 vehicles that are in the way of the car taking. So that's KBW 130C and KCB 893Q. Kindly go to the parking lot. We are taking someone to hospital. KBW 130C, KCB 893Q. Kindly go to the parking lot. Asante sana. Sorry, Peter.
I was actually almost done. Because guys, I'm lost of words. I wish I could just sing to you guys. I can sing for you, I'd rather hear you guys sing. Alright, so listen to this part. When I sing, I mix a little bit of Luganda and English. Let me do this one for you. I would like to communicate. You hear that? Yes. See, I would like to communicate about the things that we have to eliminate, the ignorance and poverty to eradicate. All them ghetto youths, them to educate. Don't you try to politicize. Don't say Bobi Wine him criticize. Now, sensitize, make sensitize. All I know that my people must realize the most important thing, that true liberty begins in your mindset. To free ghetto people, they must educate. But education is expensive to get. It's like you say we carry water in a basket. I don't know why the corruption is too much. Yaga, yaga, yaga. Why the price of electricity too high? Yaga, yaga, yaga. Why the police brutality too much? Yaga, yaga. Disrespect of the Constitution is too bad. to the one of slave trade. This operation is worse than apartheid. The gun is the master and the citizen slave. The part of Africa is bleeding. Question, what was the purpose of the liberation when we can't have a peaceful transition? What is the purpose of the constitution when the government disrespects the constitution? Where is my freedom of expression when you judge me because of my expression? Where is my freedom of expression when you beat me because of my expression? See what you're doing to our nation. What are you teaching the future generation? See our leaders become misleaders. See our mentors become tormentors. Give it up, my leader. Give it up. To the government, expressing what's exactly on the people's mind. We are living in a time similar to the one who said this operation is worse and apartheid. The God is the master and the city is the slave. The fall of Africa is bleeding. Question, what is the purpose of the liberation when we can't have a peaceful transition? What is the purpose of the constitution when the police disrespect the constitution? What is my freedom of expression when you judge me because of my expression? See what you're doing to our nation. What are you teaching the future generation? See, our leaders become misleaders. See, our mentors become tormentors. Are you feeling that? We are fighting for freedom. This is a revolution. Sing along. We are fighting for freedom. We are fighting for freedom. Message to all the young people of Kenya. Yes. And indeed all the young people of Africa. Yes. Always remember. We are the continent, we are the future, we are the change we badly need. Yes. We are the continent, the future, the change we badly need. We are the youngest population in the world, we stand a chance. We are the leaders of the future, and the future is today. We are the leaders of the future, and the future is today. If we only come Together we can change our destiny. If we only come together, we can change our Africa. If we only come together, we can change our Africa. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, since we are in Kenya, you pardon me, my Swahili is not the best. Especially when I'm speaking it. But when I'm singing it, it's a so allow me. Hey, are you feeling alright? Yaga, yaga, yaga. Where's Nubian? Where's Nubian? Can we create a stage here? Give you more, but because I come from Uganda, sometimes we sing in Uganda, and I'd like to give you just 5 seconds of that song called Challenge. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Kenya.
New wine! New wine in Africa! New wine! New wine! New wine!
You want new wine in Africa?
New wine in Africa! New wine! Down with Museveni, down!
Adios, adios, good night guys. Tuweze kwenda hapo, mchapilo kuchai.